Okay, over in Zagreb, I want to defend this port, so I'm just going to take out one of my men from here. This, I want the poorest one, perhaps this one. There you go, and put him in here. I mean poorest quality, by the way, not poor as in underfunded. So just put that in there. It is a dangerous spot for me, this one. It's an important place because it's my steam dry dock, and I'm recruiting from here my ironclads, as you know. So, okay, over in Vienna, I'm going to get Kutuzov from here because he's wasted at the moment. Somebody said to me recently, where is Kutuzov? So I found him, and he's in there languishing, doing absolutely nothing. And someone else said, hey, you've got to use your generals, otherwise they're just going to go down in quality. You may well be right. So I'm going to send him with 3 horse. 1, 2, come on, where's the horse? 2, what's happening there? 3, 2, 3 horse. Yeah, we'll give him 3 horse. And I'm going to give him 6 of my best troops from here as well. So I'll give him those. They look good. 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've counted all these, so I'll make sure that I get the right numbers. And what I'm going to do is take those over to here and put them as an army defending the bridge. It means I'm 1 man over. That's just those dragoons over here. So I'll take those out, and I'm going to swap them with these. Okay, now the dragoons, I'll simply, well, if it lets me have them, that's it, simply put those back in here. They can always dismount and do what they like, really, can't they? Okay. Now, let's see if I can steal some research. I'm still on a 7% on there. We're doing okay from research stealing. Let's see if we can steal again. You never know. Okay, these are my chaps moving around. These are those spies moving. Well, this one is moving closer and closer to the French border. I'm in a tricky situation at the moment. I don't want to declare war on anybody because it gives me minus diplomacy points, and I want to keep the countries that I've got at the moment sweet for as long as I can, because I'm going to get plenty of funds from them to build up my navy and be able to support it. I want a very, very strong navy, which I know is very unusual for Russia, but it's the way I like to play the games, and it seems to be going quite well for me at the moment. He says touch wood. I'm definitely touching some as well, actually. Right, okay, British fleet. Again, you can see that they still have a blockaded port there. If you look very closely down the Thames, I think it's probably Streatham Docks, isn't it, or something like that. You look down there, you'll see the sort of like chain barriers around it, you know, to show that it's blockaded. And it has been for a long, long time by the French. Why on earth they would allow that to happen, I just don't know. Anyway, Greater Poland. Now this chap here, I'm going to send him over to. Let's send him over to here so we can spy on what's happening. I don't really want to cause damage to the Prussians. I just want to see what they're up to, really. Okay, now I think I'll just check start by. I was going to say, shall I start by checking my spies, or shall I move my troops around? No, let's sort out the recruits, so we can do something in a decent order. What's that? Technology theft failed. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so the Warsaw ones. Where are they? I thought I had some from. Oh, of course it would be Greater Poland, won't it? I don't know why they call it Greater Poland, but anyway, there you go. It's Warsaw. Now I've raised some new troops in here to bolster this army, really, that's the thing. I'm already sending, if you remember, some troops over from down south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from here, yeah. I'll put those in there. That should make me up to... Have I got the right ones there? Yes, I have. Yeah, that makes me up to 16. So there's 4 spaces. If you remember, there's cavalry coming up from down south that was surplus to requirements, and they'll be filling up the additional 4 places. So that's the idea of that. Now, I wanted troops from in Minsk as well. I wonder if that's Belarus. I think it is, isn't it? Somebody said actually the USSR only got as far as Belarus. That surprised me actually, but I'm sure they're right. You know that it was the Warsaw Pact countries that made up the rest. But anyhow, here we go. The whole idea of raising these is to cover Vilnius, because Vilnius is the place where if there were to be an attack that came through this way, and it did sneak past my troops on the bridges all over the place, then they could get through to Vilnius, and obviously I don't want that to happen. Now over in Courland, which should be up here somewhere, I have a Jaeger that I've raised because I had a space in this army down here as well. So I'll just fill that one up there. And then he's got a full 20 down there to be defending that bridge. Well, that's all the recruits sorted out. I don't think there are any others. That's plenty, of course. I'm also going to get full military access as well, I think, from the Prussians, because that's about to expire. So where are we? If they'll give it to me, I'm going to give them some tech in order to get that. Tried all sorts of things, by the way, diplomacy with the Prussians to get them to do what I want them to do. They won't do anything at all. So let's give them some tech, and I want military access, and I want indefinite military access. They've still got a little bit of access left on mine, but I just want to make sure that that I've got an indefinite access across their territory. Oh, glorious day. Very good. So we've got that. That means that we don't have to worry too much about losing the access, because at the point that we lose the access, what will happen is the our troops will be kicked out of their territory, and we'll lose the advantage of the bridges and also the defences that we've got that have developed because we've been sat there on those bridges for quite some time now. So anyway, let's go and have a look over at Vienna, see what we've got over there. In Vienna, I'm going to build... Where is it? I'm sure it was around here somewhere. Oh yes, there we go. That's the university. I'm going to build what we call a members club here. As you know, we're going into the Cold War period. A members club enables me to have spies. So I'm going to be using spies recruited from here as well in such a forward position. Well, I hope they'll get recruited there anyway. Now, over in Bucharest, which I think is down... Oh yes, look at that. Hit on it. Right away this time. There's a surprise. Get a military academy in there. And over in... Well, let's just flick through and see if I can find it. It's no, it's not that one. It's Kiev that I'm looking for, really. That's maybe I should have just gone straight to it. I'll probably find it better or more easily than this will find it for me now. But I'm going to end up going through everything now, aren't I? I should have gone straight to it, shouldn't I? There it was, actually. Kiev, military academy in there. I've got plenty of money to spend, so I'm buying in places now where perhaps normally I wouldn't buy. I think Smolensk is visible from here somewhere, isn't it? There it is. Yeah. So I can get one in Smolensk. Somebody told me recently that well, I can get a fortress rather in Smolensk. Somebody warned me recently that this is the way that Napoleon came through, which surprises me because he's got to go through, Prussia in order to get there. You'd have thought really he'd have gone through the route where he was building up his forces before. But anyhow, that's Smolensk. Over in Budapest, that's in Hungary. That's this great big chunk in the middle that's easy for me to recognise. I should be able to get one in there as well, so come on, let me have it. There it is. And I'm going to risk sending my fleet over here. He's been sat there for a long time without being repaired, so I'm now going to send him over to port and risk him no longer being there. And of course the main reason for risking that is that I have some ships over here now, and of course 10 merchant ships also in the port to be able to defend that area. There are 3 80 gunners in there, so I'm hoping that that's enough to be able to cope with it. So over here I'm going to see if I can get an admiral just to bolster them a little bit. We've got some decent ships in there, but it's not a brilliant navy, that one. So let's see if I can get how many have I got now? I've got 3 80 gunners, haven't I? Let's see if I've got enough. Yes, I have. I've got enough for a general, haven't I? Ushakov. Now, I think that's the one people told me about was a great general. This is +3 to command in sea battles. Very good. +1 to command when commanding frigates. Definitely better than these chaps here. It's going to cost a fair amount of more money. What's that? 2,600. I think it's worth spending. So we'll have him as well. So there we go. I thought I had 4 80 gunners. I've actually got 3 80 gunners. But no matter. I think that he'll sort of bolster those troops for a while to 3-6. And this one here has got 3 chevrons on it as well. Maybe it's one that we stole from the enemy. Was it Virginie? Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's they probably have 3 chevrons, and we've stolen their 3 chevrons. Oh, isn't that good?